Hi friends, I'm here with another yoga offering. As always, please go at your own pace. Rest whenever you need to. Feel free to modify, skip, or change things if they're not working for you today. Let's begin sitting. If you have something to sit up on, you might grab it, a blanket, cushion, block. And we'll begin with eyes closed. Taking these first few moments of class to kind of switch gears, slowing down, consciously setting aside the busyness of your life, whatever you've been working on or thinking about. Coming into a nice slow rhythm. One way we might view this practice is simply a meditation. Setting the intention of being present, being with the experience we're having, noticing when your mind wanders, and then inviting it back just over and over again. But instead of doing this meditation in stillness, we'll practice being present while in action. You can let your eyes open. And feel free to close your eyes anytime you want to refocus back inside. You can open and close your eyes as it's useful for you. So let's begin by taking the right arm up, bend it straight back on itself, grab your elbow, and take it back. So what we'll be doing is exploring what's possible for this body, moving in all the ways it can move, exploring our limits, moving towards greater health and well-being in lots of different ways. But as we do that, keep coming back to just feeling where you are, moment by moment. Let's release, right arm up, open it out, take it across. We'll hook with the opposite arm, hug it in as close as you can. As you do this, draw back through your right shoulder. Release, right arm out, rotate your thumb to point down, wrap it around behind your back, interlace fingers at your waist, pull your knuckles around towards the front, elbows go towards one another, and then circle your right shoulder. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest, and then fold forward here. And this could be dropping your head or coming closer towards the floor. You meet your edge wherever that is. And then breathing into the shape you are in, feeling where you are right now. Let's release. Come up, hands to knees, round back, lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top, sitting tall. Take the left arm up now, bend it straight back on itself, grab your elbow, take it back. As you do this, drop the ribs, draw the belly in, feel around. And then release, arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in close. As you do this, still draw back through the left shoulder. Starting with feeling. What you're feeling might inform some action, coming into your full expression, taking good care of yourself, respecting your limits. And moment by moment, can I feel what's happening now and allow it, expanding my capacity to be with not only what's comfortable, familiar, easy, but the whole range. Let's release, arm out, thumb points down, wrap it around. This time, when you go to interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top, though you don't normally cross. Elbows go towards one another. And then circle the left shoulder. And the second part of the equation is really important. I think sometimes yoga practice is offered with a misunderstanding that if we keep practicing, maybe someday everything will feel good and we'll know it all or be able to perform all the poses perfectly. And I've been doing yoga a long time. I don't think that's true. Let's reach both arms back, open up the chest. And even if that were true, would you really be happy? Let's fold forward. So rather than the goal being to fold all the way to the floor, the goal is being where you are. You're meeting your edge, wherever that is. And then the real work is allowing this to be just like this. And that doesn't mean we don't keep going for what we want, moving towards what's important. All of that, keep doing it. And can there be surrender now, just like this? Let's release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Roll your way up. Let's bring the feet to the floor, hip width apart. We'll shift hands to the floor in front of the feet, coming to a little squat, and then rock front to back. Feet and knees point straight ahead, so parallel, moving over the tightest part of the foot, getting into the big toe, stretching the toes as you go forward, calves and ankles as you go back. And then drop the heels, lift the hips, and come back to hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. Might take a little sway or shake out.
Feeling the pull of gravity, feeling the weight of your head dropping. And then plant your hands near the front of the mat. Step back into a high push-up position. Connecting head to the heels, whole body in a straight long line. Shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up. And then come into your back bend. And this could be as low or high as you like. Cobra or up dog. And then back to down dog, hips high. Take your time getting into the first down dog of class. You may want to pedal out your feet a little bit. Bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor. As you settle onto 2 feet evenly, doing your best given what you understand and are able to do. So make all the adjustments that are useful. You might bend your knees, you might lift the heels. And then drop your knees, sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor, letting go. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Come back to center. Let's lift up through table. Come back through down dog. Bend your knees, look forward and lightly hop or step your feet to the front of your mat. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take a full A series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Let's take 5 deep breaths here in down dog. Or you might come back to child's pose or sitting or any other neutral shape, feeling where you are right now. Last deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent right knee. Feeling what you're doing. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a few times. Big circles, both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Feel free to adjust your footing when you're ready. Arms up. Sink low. So again, just like a meditation, feeling where you are, being present, open with what's happening right now. Last breath here. Tip forward. Standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go like ragdoll. Last breath. Step back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Sink low. Just being here, just doing this. This is enough. Last breath. Release. Make your way back to down dog. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight, circle your ankle a few times. Take your leg a little higher and then left knee towards left upper arm. And reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Inhale, arms up. Settle in. One more breath. Tip forward. Standing splits. Let your head hang. Let the neck release. Last breath here. Step back, warrior one. Grounding through the feet. Dropping the hips, dropping the shoulders. Lifting the belly, reaching through fingertips, reaching through the top of the head. Last breath. Release. Make your way back to down dog. And then settle into a good rest.
letting go of all of that. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up as we inhale. Exhale over to a side bend. Left arm can provide a little support. If you need more support, you might bend your elbow. Reach a little further out to come up and release down. Same thing, other side. Big yawning reach. Reach a little further out to come up and release down. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms. Take your arms up by your ears, shoulders drop, but arms reach straight, and then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. So it could be just a slight lift of the heels or coming all the way up. Now imagine you could keep your head where it is now as you lower your heels, so grow a little longer as the heels come down. And link your fingers, press out through the palms and pull your fingers back towards you strongly. You might even feel a little tingling through the forearms. Belly drawing in so you're not overarching the lower back as you do this. And then curl fingertips down, pull the knuckles in, really reaching. Keep reaching and then circle the wrists, couple big circles one way and then the other. Let's release arms down, bend the knees, and come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips go low, head reaches high, shoulders drop low, fingers reach high. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3, shift forward and find your balance. You're welcome to modify or adjust however you need to. Feeling what you're doing. The more you feel what you're doing, you might fine tune. Can continue to do that indefinitely. And can I feel what I'm doing and allow it, opening up. Last breath here. Step back, warrior 1, just one breath. Release through vinyasa or your movement transition. Left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior 3.
One more breath here. Step back, warrior one. Release through a vinyasa or any other movement. And then again, back to child's pose, sitting, down dog, back to ease. Last deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, one breath, come in. And then step right back to warrior one. From here, open out, warrior two. Settle in, reaching long from fingertip to fingertip. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior two. Big side stretch. Straighten the front leg, triangle. Reach out to come down. And then start to open the top arm. Tuck your hand behind your back, half bound triangle. So it could be the back of your hand is at your lower back, or you might creep your hand around to your right inner thigh. If you'd like, you can also extend the bottom arm forward, working core strength a little. Try not to lock your right leg. If you tend to do that, put a little bend in it. And then bend the front knee, half bound, extended side angle. Rolling open through that top shoulder. If you want to take a full bind, you could also reach the right hand on the inside for the left fingers behind you. Last breath here. And let's release. Make your way back to down dog, feeling what you're doing, whatever you're choosing. Same thing other side. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, one breath. Step back, warrior one. Open out, warrior two. Flip the left palm, reverse warrior two. Let's straighten the front leg, triangle. Expanding past the tips of the fingers, past the top of the head. And then start to open that top arm up. Take it behind the back, half bound triangle. And if you did so on the other side, you might extend the bottom arm forward.
then release, bend the front knee, half bound, extended side angle. If you did take a full bind on the other side, you might add that again. Left hand arm on the inside, reaching back for the right fingers behind you. Last breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog. And again, 5 deep breaths, any neutral shape. Let's come to the knees, and we're going to set up for a couple back bends. We'll do camel. If you want to pad your knees, you could roll up the front of your mat, or if you do have a blanket or cushion, you might use that. Neutral pelvis. As we back bend, there can be a temptation to overarch the lower back. See if you can drop the tail, lift through the belly to open up through the front of the hips and keep the lower back nice and long. You can bring hands to the top of the buttocks, roll your shoulders back, your elbows back. Lift the chest. So there's lots of space in the back rather than collapsing. You can stay here or reach your hands back to grab your heels. If the heels are a little too far, tucking your toes will give you another couple of inches. If it's still too far, then keep hands on the buttocks. Head can stay forward the whole time. Look up or dunk your head back. Feel what's right for you right now. Keep dropping the tail. Keep lifting the heart. Last breath here. Let's release, come up. Take a seat back. Neutral spine. We'll take that same thing again. If you want to take a different variation, you're welcome. Something more gentle, something deeper, or same thing. You can stay as long or short as you like. When the pose feels complete, let's come down and into a child's pose, spreading the back. If you want to take any other movement, you're welcome, or a different counter stretch, you're welcome. Let's make our way to sitting. You're welcome to just sit, or you could take a vinyasa first. Extending legs forward, flesh of the sit bones back. You're also welcome to sit up on something. A little lift under the hips can help. Feel free to bend your knees here. We all have different bodies, so we're working to stretch the hamstrings. If you're stretching your hamstrings sitting upright with knees bent, then you're doing it. It's just the way it should be. If you're not at your edge yet, come forward until you find it, and you might support yourself with hands on your feet. You might use a strap around your feet, or you might go back to hands on the floor. Going towards length, towards folding. Shoulders down, away from the ears. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release.
Let's bring the right leg up. We're going to cradle the right lower leg. And this may make your back round quite a bit. So again, a little lift under the hips could help. Bending the other knee could help. Sit up as tall as you can, going right up to your sit bones. And just take a little rock. You might open your knee out a little more. Now, if you're able, come to half lotus. Bring that right foot to the top of the left thigh. If that does not work for your body, do Janushirshasana instead. Sole the foot to the inner leg. If you're in half lotus and want to try for a bind, your right arm can reach around to either grab your inner elbow, or maybe you can grab your big toe or use a strap to grab the big toe, and then fold whatever amount works for you. So it's not about getting anywhere. It shouldn't look the way it looks for me. For your body. Your body's probably different than mine. So working with your body, finding your edge, and then breathing here. Wherever here is for you. If it's useful, close your eyes. If you did fold, come up, release the bind. We're going to keep the right leg where it is, wherever that is, and then bend the left leg a little bit. So the heel is in line with the midline, nice open angle on the left leg. And again, right foot is either in half lotus or at the inner thigh. We're going to fold forward here, which might be just an idea of folding and then there's nowhere to go, breathing there. Or you may go partway or all the way, folding over the legs. Bring the upper body up. We're going to keep the legs oriented how they are, lean back onto the hands, pick the whole thing up, and then try and reach your left toe to your nose. Reach your right knee away from one another, from you. Keep reaching toe to the nose, and then you might try and get that left leg into lotus. If you can do lotus using the use of your hands, go ahead and do that. Don't force it. And then come up to sitting. So you might be in full lotus, you might be in half lotus. You might be crossed ankles. We're going to place the hands on the floor, try and lift the hips up. So it may look like you're trying and nothing's happening. If you're doing that, you're engaging all the same muscles. So it doesn't have to be that there's space, but if you can, get some space. Go in that direction, breathing here. And release. We're going to make our way to the other side. You can either undo your legs, take a little ankle stretch, or try Lotus Vinyasa. So please don't hurt yourself. If you like, come up onto your knees. Elbows go in towards the pubic bone as close in as you can, maybe lifting the legs, extending them out, and taking a Vinyasa. Eventually coming through to sitting. Let's take the same thing on the other side. Left leg comes up, cradling left shin, sitting up on the sit bones. Maybe opening your knee a little more. And then place that left ankle high on the right thigh. Or sole the foot to the inner leg, half lotus, with or without a bind, with or without folding. So the process is the same, no matter the pose. You are using all your intelligence, all your previous knowledge, everything you know about your body, about yoga. Even if you've never done this pose before, use everything you know about every other pose to come into your full expression, being mindful of your limits. Going right up to your edge. And then can there be peace, ease, wherewithal, clear thinking here when it's like this? Can I experience my limits and feel that it's not a problem? It's okay. If you did fold, come up. We'll bend the right leg just a little bit. Nice open angle, folding forward. Meeting your edge. And I know what happens for me when I meet my edge and it's not how I want it to be. It's like, who's to blame? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with this pose? What's wrong with this situation? Thinking. Meanwhile, not a lot of wherewithal in that state. So we are purposefully putting ourselves into situations that could be overwhelming so that we practice going from overwhelm back to presence. It's like leaving breadcrumbs, that path that, this is low stakes. Who cares about this shape? But if we know how to identify, oh, I'm breathing fast, I'm clenching my jaw, can I first, before I start making any decisions about what I'm going to do, slow down and feel what's right here. Open up to it. Acknowledge it. It's here. Whether I like it or not, this is how it is. And then using all my faculty to do whatever there is to do about it. Here it might be come out of the pose. This isn't good for me. Or maybe it's adjust my upper body a little bit. Let's come up. Lean back, reach your toe to your nose, left knee away from you. If you might be able to get your foot into lotus without the use of your hands, you can try that. If you could do it with the use of your hands, try that. Don't hurt yourself. We're going to try and lift up, this time with rapid inhales and exhales. So through the nose, nice and quick, like you're blowing out a candle with your nose. And again, you're lifting up as much as you can, and just trying is doing. So coming up, and then quickly, 25 breaths. Great. Let's release that. You can either just undo the legs and take a little ankle rub, or try the Lotus Vinyasa. We're going to make our way onto our backs. Just check in with your body. How you doing? What's needed? Is there something you feel like doing to wrap up this practice? Is there a pose or stretch that would feel useful, good for you now? Could be an inversion, could be a restorative pose, could be just wiggling around a little bit. If you're not sure what to do, a spinal twist is often a great finishing pose, just bringing one knee across. Maybe there's some self-massage that could help you relax, get ready for Savasana. You can keep going until you feel complete. When you're done, start getting your body comfortable, maybe adjusting clothing, using props. And I highly recommend taking Savasana. If you feel like you're too busy for Savasana, you probably need it more than whatever you're going to get up and do right now. Even if it's just a few moments, so useful to just let the benefits of this practice settle in. And if
relaxing into stillness is difficult for you, as it was for me at one point, practicing makes it easier. So for now, just letting go as much as you're able. Letting go of the weight of your body. Just like so many things, it does get easier with practice. Let go of the control of your breath. Let go of trying to do anything. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Move your wrists and ankles, and then stretch out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. And roll to one side. And then use your hands to help you up to sitting. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks for practicing with me today. You did a great job. Hope you have a good rest of your day.